Hi, my name is Nathaniel Shin, and I played the Samurai in Warrior Showdown 2.
Hey, I'm Gowrie Hayden. I play the Valkyrie in Warrior Showdown 2.
I don't think there's any chance the fans will be disappointed in this fight. First of all, you got a samurai, whom everybody loves. Then you got the Valkyrie. She's blonde, she's gorgeous, she's 8 feet tall, and she's got great big expressions.
Okay, here's the thing. The first time I heard Valkyrie was the song. You know, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that was cool. I was like, wow, I'm gonna get my ass owned. Okay, and then when she showed up, I was like, first of all, she's a beautiful woman. She is huge. She is like 8 foot tall, okay?
I had to look up like this, and there's only 2 things that I saw right off the bat, and you can guess what they were.
I did mean to check out her legs, but her legs are like as muscular as my...
I was a little intimidated because the samurai is, you know, that's a legend right there. And then I met Nate, and I wasn't intimidated anymore. No, I'm kidding. Nate's a great guy. Valkyrie is, again, is just, you know, she has an amazing costume, great weapon. Broadsword is one of my favorite weapons, and I was just super excited to be a part of it.
That's because she gets to fight a samurai!
When we first offered Nate the role of Samurai in Warrior Showdown 2, he was actually visiting Asia, so he wasn't around for the initial construction of the fight. So his sister Natalie helped to stand in for him. They're almost the same size, and we put it together with her fighting Gowrie. By the time Nate got back, they had actually gotten the fight pretty good. Natalie kept joking with her brother that if he couldn't cut it, she was just going to throw on the armor and do it for him.
Samurai is a really epic warrior in history, in the media, everything. So I think I'm up against one of the biggest ones, the most well-known.
So is the Valkyrie.
Nice.
Okay, check this out. Prepare for the role watching Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai.
Nate is obsessed with The Last Samurai.
Okay, I was practicing all these, you know, these moves and stuff like that with kendo moves. I was like, I got it, man. I got it. And then my sister gave me the details. Like, oh, by the way, you're not using a sword. And I was like, well, that was a waste of 2 weeks.
When Natalie and I first told Nate that he would not be using a katana for Warrior Showdown 2, he was a little upset. I actually think he might have cried.
Hell no!
But he got over it pretty quick when we introduced him to
Sword on a stick, yeah, I love it. Holding that weapon, it made me feel strong. But at the same time, I never know when the weapon can actually turn on me.
I think my favorite thing about the Valkyrie is just her story, who she is. She's just so badass. The Valkyries are these amazing, powerful immortals who got to choose who was slain, who lived, who died. And because she fell in love with the wrong man who was chosen to die, then that ended up eventually leading her exile and death. So it's a beautiful story, it's a sad story, and so yeah, she's angry.
Bring it, bitch! No, lass. No favors for you. There'll be blood everywhere, yeah.
She's scaring me.
I'm just a girl, you don't say no. Training was, it was probably one of the most difficult roles I've ever trained for in my life, because what TJ and I did to prepare me for this role so I could get really strong and fight under the extreme heat and other conditions was he went and rented some chickens, which are surprisingly cheap in Los Angeles. And so, you know, we were trying to do what chickens did for Rocky.
Sylvester Stallone is the greatest writer, actor, director in the history of the known universe, including intergalactic space and time.
So he would let them loose and I had to chase them and try and catch them.
If it's good enough for Rocky, it's good enough for Warrior Showdown.
So I would say that was probably one of the most difficult training processes I've ever been through.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, it's much harder. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The biggest challenge I had playing the samurai was
The helmet, absolutely.
I'm not very used to wearing a lot of pads, tying ropes.
You okay?
As fantastic and amazing as it was, we didn't get it until the day so I never got the chance to rehearse in it. And it did alter a lot of sword movement. It was heavy, it was tight, trying to keep it on my head and keep my balance with that the whole time and not change the timing of the fight. But I loved it. It was a fantastic set of wings.
And the most difficult part about the costume would have to be the helmet. It fell off multiple times doing the shoot. And for one part, I'm very grateful because I believe it actually saved my head once or twice. She had all the fun ones because she get to kick me, hit me, Gary punches swing in the face. I'm not that friendly.
Oh my God! You actually got kicked.
I loved it.
There was this one take that we had where her sword, like, I don't even want to say brushed up against my forearm. It actually sliced my forearm.
Oh!
I was mad at her.
There was, of course, competitive banter between the two of them. They are doing a fight scene. But they had a good rapport. I could tell that they liked each other because every time Gowrie knocked Nate down, she made sure to help him back up.
She got me bandages for my cuts and she iced my bruises.
I think Nate did a great job playing the samurai, but in real life, he doesn't really possess too many samurai-like qualities. His sister, however, that is a born warrior.
I am not at all like a samurai in real life. They live by this code, the Bushido code, which is like, I own you or I kill myself or something like that. And I heard like they cut themselves open, they failed, and then I can't do that. I'm much more forgiving.
I would say I'm a little bit like her.
Gowrie is a Valkyrie from Valhalla, on loan from Odin.
Obviously, I am a very tall, strong woman. But anybody's taller than Nate, really.
Just see this woman is, she's taller than me. Like, I'm tall, okay? You'll see.
Well, it's kind of bizarre to think of an 8-foot lass taking on a 5-foot little man.
Nate was really fun to work with, really pleasant guy, but he does fight a little like a girl.
What? The major difference, the biggest difference between rehearsal and the shoot day was, first of all, in rehearsal there wasn't any sand and the heat. It was really hot. It was really funny because as we were shooting, every single cut I would have to go check on my phone. And then there was this one day where my phone actually said, not able to be used because it's way too damn hot here. And so I was like, okay, all right. So I put my phone away and then I just watched everybody, watch them apply makeup.
I honestly don't know who the viewers are going to support in this contest. The Samurai is one of only 2 warrior classes that were voted back in from the original Warrior Showdown series, and he did do very well there, so I guess we'll see.
Oh, everyone loves a samurai. I wouldn't even know what a Valkyrie was if I wasn't from 1st century BC.
Clearly the Valkyrie would win.
Well, how would you win?
Dude, I'm like 10 feet taller than you.
Yeah, but you have wings on your helmet.
That's true, the wings are problematic. I think the Valkyrie would win because she has so much power over men,
But I have more armor over skin.
which weighs you down more. Clearly the audience will see in the fight, every time I kick you, you can't get back up.
I prefer girls shorter than me.
Good luck.
I definitely think that the samurai is going to win because...
Is it just me or his retorts like a 12-year-old boy?
No, it's
Just
not.
me?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Just because you're bigger.
If I were to fight either of these people, I'm fairly certain they'd die within the first 10 seconds. Just by the sheer power of my beard.
There were a couple times where he got knocked down and couldn't get back up, kind of like a turtle on the back of their shell. That was funny.
There was this one part while we were shooting where Gowrie sumo stomps the ground and shakes the earth. And then for the life of me, I couldn't stand up. But yeah, I went down, but I couldn't come back up. So everybody was laughing very hard, and I just felt, I felt very happy to be part of everybody's entertainment that day. I went home not able to walk for 2 days.
You know, my big mantra throughout all of shooting was respect the boots. I used to joke I was going to get t-shirts made saying respect the boots, because it's all about Valkyrie's boot stopping, badass boot stopping. It's good to see you respecting the boot, Nate.
I'm just scared of it. I say anything about respect.
But my new mantra, I think now, is fear the boobs of death.
I'd like to offer a little advice to the samurai. It has been noted that the Valkyrie has boobs of death.
One of our followers on YouTube left a comment on the Valkyrie vote video, "Fear the boobs of death." And we all thought it was extremely hilarious, so it quickly became one of the most popular quotes on set.
So whoever posted that, thank you for that. Beware the boobs of death.
I gotta feel the boobs of death.
No, fear! I would love to fight one of the female warriors, of course, because
I like that too.
I absolutely believe that we should be all about depicting strong, empowered women. So it would be great to see as many of us women go on as possible. But I kind of would like to take on the Roman soldier too, because he's such a
Dirty rat bastard.
He's just so full of himself. I would love to fight him and just knock him down a couple pegs.
Maybe he doesn't like it. You got any coffee?
I got a latte from Starbucks.
I want to just punch him like a bag.
So look out, baristas all over town.
Be careful.
Because all he's gonna do is punch you in the face.
I gotta get a vanilla latte. Should have me one boom.
What the hell?
Watch out for it. Watch out hard.
I don't really spend too much time contemplating who would win in a real fight, because it just isn't relevant to this show. The winners are determined purely by popular vote of the viewers. Besides, it's purely speculative. It's impossible to make a blanket statement saying all samurais are better than all knights, or all gladiators are better than all assassins. Because the spirit of the warrior and an individual's will to win isn't measurable in hypothetical terms. I mean, David slayed the giant Goliath. How many ancient world gamblers do you think lost money on that bet?
So I would say that if we were to deal with any kind of logical world, the Valkyrie, 8 feet tall, built to be a goddess, she'd win. Besides, who can resist a lass in leather?
So those of you romantic samurai fans out there, just remember that you should vote for the Valkyrie, because not only are women strong and empowering, but you know, they can be sensitive too. And I'm sorry that I beat up on the samurai so much. I know you guys are angry, but it's okay. Sword fighting in general is extremely difficult. Our job is just trying to make it not look like it's really difficult.
Cut.
Who wouldn't want to go to the next round? I just want to wear the fur again, because leopard is fun. Rehearsals are fun, you know, so much hard work, but it's just a great project to be part of and take down that biker bitch. I'm kidding, she's great.
No matter who wins this round, they've got a tough matchup coming afterwards.
I think who I'd like to fight most in the next round would be the secret agent. Because I think it would be such a great fight to have Valkyrie, the chooser of this lane, who was exiled because she fell in love with a mortal, fighting the epitome of mortal handsomeness in our world, the secret agent. So I think that would be just an epic battle. We'll get him to take his jacket off.
I want to fight Hero of Legend because I've already looked one of the bigger characters. I want to play with the little kids now.
Boom!
TJ was great as a director because he is such a actor, stunt person's director. He's right there with you.
He's one of the nicest guys I know.
Good answer.
I'm marrying his sister. He's obligated to say that.
He's there pulling out long hours. He's watching every single move that you're doing and helping you tweak it and communicating to you in a way that enables you to fix the mistakes and make them work better on camera.
Yeah, that's better. Then we get some cleavage.
TJ.
You're not allowed to talk to me like that, so.
Move south, Mom. Move south.
Well, I've got to hand TJ one or two things about directing. He does know how to make me look good.
He definitely is one of those directors that is a pleasure to work with because you understand what they're saying and they know how to communicate to their talent. So.
One of the most important things that I see in a director is their patience.
I think the most important quality in a director is
Good looks.
Good looks. he was very patient with all the fighters and all the crew members from the first minute he got on set till shoot. I think he was even the one of the last to leave, which is a very admirable trait.
I don't know, we just had a great time. It was just, you know, I look forward to being in the next round just because they're all, Natalie, TJ, everyone in the cast are just all great, fun, wonderful people to work with.
None of this would have been possible without my amazing, intelligent, beautiful fiance and co-producer Natalie, our ridiculously talented cast, crew, tons of support from family and friends, faith, and a questionable level of energy drink consumption.
There's really not much to say. This thing's awesome.
Yeah, so a little bit harder. I think that was it.
I'm Gowrie, I play the Valkyrie.
I'm Nathaniel, I play the samurai.
And this is your behind the scenes look at Warrior Showdown 2. And we're
bring
gonna bring some
history to
history
life.
to life.
And we're gonna punch it in the face!
He's so cute. But don't vote for him.
What? No! Samurai, yo. I got big sword on a stick.
And cut.
This is for you, Mr. Sensula.